In this video, I just want to talk to you about the importance of getting the right finance for your buy, refurb, refinance strategy, because I'm seeing a lot of questions coming up with regards to utilizing a residential mortgage or a buy-to-let mortgage to be, for your buy, refurb, refinance. The big issue with using a proper mortgage, even if it has no early repayment penalties for buy, refurb, refinance, is the fact that you could see yourself blacklisted. The terms of the mortgage agreement mean that you have to keep the mortgage for the period of time, and it's supposed to be, if you're going to do it properly, then there's two products that you can potentially use that will not or should not affect your credit rating, should not affect your circumstances, should not impede your ability to be able to get finance or a mortgage in the future. Because majority of mortgages come with either a soft or a hard credit search. And what that means is that when you submit an application, somebody is going to look at your credit report and it's going to register that a bank has either done a soft or a hard search. So the method that you should use for your buy, refurb, refinance is a bridging loan. Now, some of you are going to believe that that is a lot more expensive, but there are ways and means in which you can reduce that cost. A bridging loan can be available usually for anything up to 12 months. There are what we call a let to buy product, whereby you can bridge, you can do conversions, you can improve the property, and you can seamlessly and easily transfer over to a buy-to-let product, providing you're going to be keeping it without any issues. And everything is done up front. So when they go out to agree your bridging loan, they also agree the terms of the mortgage, the valuation of the property upon completion. And it gives you a lot less issues further down the line. There are some additional fees, but there's some additional fees in everything. And that's the most important thing that you need to focus on, is not affecting your ability in the future to be able to get finance. So if I can urge you to do one thing, if you're thinking about buy, refurb, refinance at any point in the future, then use the right finance. Speak to an approved broker. Don't do things the shoddy way. Don't do things the way that you believe might be the cheapest, the one that can actually hinder your ability in the future. You need to do things which are going to stand you in good stead. And any decent, good, qualified mortgage broker will not give you a residential or a buy-to-let mortgage knowing that you are going to be getting knowing that you are going to be getting rid or refinancing the property in the next 12 months. Now, some of my clients ask about the 6-month rule when it comes to buy, refurb, refinance. And the thing that you need to bear in mind is that, yes, majority of lenders want you to have owned the property for at least 6 months. But there are some lenders that will consider your circumstances inside the 6-month period. The thing with any mortgage or finance application is the more pieces to the puzzle that you bring in, the more it can affect the interest rate, the fees, the timescales that you have in order to get your finance or mortgage organised and arranged. Because the smaller of pool of lenders that a broker such as my company can go to, the more difficult that it can possibly be. Particularly in the current climate where lenders are taking astronomical times in some instances just to review paperwork. So as I have been preaching for the last few years, think finance first, and speaking to your mortgage broker about your options, about your strategy, about what you want to achieve, it's much better to do that sooner rather than later. The longer you leave finance, the more you risk paying more, higher interest rates, higher fees, not setting up your limited company correctly, because that's another consideration in your buy, refurbish, refinance strategy, is whether you buy it personally or whether you buy it in an SPV. So if you've got any questions at all about bridging loans, about let to buy products, about not using residential or buy to let mortgages for buy, refurb, refinance, then feel free to hit me up with a comment below. I hope this has been useful for you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks very much indeed. I'll see you on another one.